Okay, what is up, YouTube? This is Str8 Christian, and this is my first little attempt at what we're gonna start doing. It's a little weekly thing we're gonna do. It's called the Sunday Session. That's what we're officially naming it as of right now. And what it is every Sunday I'm gonna post a gameplay that's gonna be, basically just a little quick verse. Because if you don't know, if this is your first time watching one of my videos, that I am in fact a Christian, which is why my gamer tag is Str8 Christian. I thought it was pretty cool when I made it. So what I decided to do was I wanted to make a gameplay channel that was kind of based around Christianity, because I feel like there's a lacking of that in the community. So that's what I'm doing right here, and I'm starting this thing called the Sunday Session, where every Sunday I'm gonna bring out just a verse that's pretty general, nothing in your face. I'm not gonna be all shoving Christianity down your throat. But if you want to listen, if you care to watch some halfway decent gameplay, and don't worry, I don't use the YouTube that much. I only used it for like 3 kills. If you want to watch some pretty good gameplay, and then listen to me talk about my kind of views on what the Christian faith has kind of turned into and what people think of it and stuff like that, then feel free to keep watching. So thank you for not backing out if you're listening to this. Alright, so what I want to talk about today is I just got home from church. It's like 12:45, so I've been home for only a little bit. I haven't even had lunch yet. So this is like the first thing I wanted to do when I got home, and that was to talk about a pretty simple verse that I bet anyone who's a Christian will probably recognize if you hear it, because it's a pretty common one. But it's Ephesians 4:29, and it says, "Do not let any unwholesome talk come out of your mouths, but only what is helpful for building others up and encourage up according to their needs, that it may benefit those who listen." And that's the reason why I want to talk about this is, well, simply in gaming, everyone knows about the raging and how many people yell about noobs and riot shielders and stuff like that. Just, if you are a Christian watching this, I'm not gonna lie to you. There's no way that I don't do that. I definitely do that. If you watched my Modern Warfare 2 one of RPD gameplay on what was that, Bailout, you know that I was getting pretty dang angry. I was yelling. I screamed at a couple people for camping in a building together. I called them gay, which was a bit mean. But it's no one's perfect with this, but it's one of those things that pretty much, if you just think about it, how difficult is it to not, to simply not to swear? Swearing is a huge one. And the argument that I hear from people is, well, where in the Bible does it say you can't say these, 5 or 6 words? It never says that, but it says right here that you don't let unwholesome talk come out of your mouth. There's no reason that you need to yell at someone or swear at someone. There's never a good enough reason to do that. It's simply you wanting, if you have to yell at someone, it's just you wanting to be more powerful. It's you wanting control, basically. And what the Bible asks us to do is to simply say, is that helpful? Do they need to hear that? It's just not. There's no reason to tear someone down over a video game. It's foolish. It's simply, that's the best word I can think of. Silly, foolish, those little kid words. But it is. To think that because of some video game, I'm gonna go yell at people and possibly ruin their day because I'm angry and upset with them. It's stupid. And that's my little verse of the day, is to just kind of think about that one. That really, if it's not something uplifting, don't bother saying it. Because in this gameplay here, if you're watching, they have like 2 riot shield people. I could have so easily given them an earful of stuff after this game ended. And I probably did, knowing myself as well as I do, because I know myself quite decently after 16 years. I probably gave, if I had my mic in, which I think I did, I probably gave him a, hey, nice job riot shielding, how'd that go for you? Or, add on something to that, It's what you do. It's so common to, you see something you don't like, to yell about it. And I don't really have anywhere else to go with this other than it's just simple that you don't have to do that. And trust me, if you were to, when you see something that's really annoying you, or if you're maybe hanging out with people and or you're driving and someone cuts you off or something like that, if you just simply kind of give them a, oh, that's okay, kind of shrug it off, people notice it. It's amazing how when you just don't react about things, you don't in a negative way, it's amazing how different people look at you when you don't freak out about things. It's really cool, actually. If you do, I guarantee you'd see something cool that would happen to you about someone not really. If someone does something to you and you don't really like it, if you don't freak out and just kind of give them it's alright, man. Give them one of those. If someone watches you, they'll take note of it. It happens. And like this guy, I actually did get upset about him. They had a guy Scar, Scavenger, I think it was Extended Mag, camping in the back of their spawn the entire game. He's about to kill me again right here. I get like 3 kills in the spawn point, and then he kills me again. And honestly, I was not happy with him. I was trying to pull out my the Russian Badger insults. I usually do that just because they're humorous. I try and use humor instead of anger. That's like one of the Bible studies I go to. That's like what we always do. We just use humor in place of anger, basically, and it works. If you start screaming, calling them, you know, camping catfish, and what are you doing having a chatty gab fest back here? You know, it helps because you don't get upset. You just kind of like think about how random that statement was. It works. So that's one of those little things that I've been working on. Other than that, I don't really have any much more of a plan. This is kind of a long gameplay, so I guess I'll just switch over and start talking about the gameplay for now because there's nothing else to do. So basically, I don't really know if I can talk strategy over a game that's old. Well, for Call of Duty, this is an old game now, but basically in Domination here, I usually just roam this middle hallway because I don't really like pushing up in their spawn that much. I do a lot, but that's only when I'm using like a sub. For the most part, if I'm running an assault rifle, I'll just kind of stay back here and right in these windows and stuff. Or else I'll go over and watch that staircase by C. But right here, I'm very objective-minded, I guess you could say. I play the objective a ton, so basically I was making a push on A, which I do like 2 more times. And I eventually, I think I cap it, or else I almost cap it. Yeah, I think I died trying to cap this, but it's a pretty cool. So I just got pretty much cleared out the entire A spawn. I was gonna go check up in this building with my Kimbo Beagles, because those are awesome. And yeah, and then I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, there's a pretty cool thing coming up here. I enjoyed this. I hope you enjoy this. Yeah. So I come down here, hop on A, and I'm kind of looking down that hallway waiting for someone. I got the tubes out ready to blow something up, and nothing comes. I soundhore the crap out of that dude over there. I was like, cool, I got Harriers. And then look at this. Ooh! Through the smoke. And I don't even know how I died. That guy like spawned right next to me and killed me. But, you know, it was all good. Oh, and then listen. I don't know if you can hear this. Listen to these hit markers. That was like 4 hit markers. I didn't get any kills. I was upset. I could have very easily had like a triple kill thing. That would have been cool, but it just didn't work out. But I'm pretty sure I cleaned up all 3 of those kills right there because they were all quick, easy kills. Except for that guy. Yeah, painless. Oh, what to say? Like the high sensitivity kill right there, kind of drag him down. Right here, I just about died. I would have been upset. This is where I would have raged if I had been killed there. I'd have been like, oh no, you can't be serious. Why are you prone and stuff like that. But I didn't. I got a kill. And listen to these hit markers. More hit markers. 2, 4. I got 1 kill. I could have had so many kills with those bombs that I kept on hit marking people. And then I was out of ammo with an AK, and the Deagles are pretty much trash. And everyone's favorite gun, the AA-12, just cleaned me. Gotta love that stuff. Gotta love it. Okay, well, jeez, man, 10.5 minutes. This is. I'm telling you, if you think that I'm struggling as a commentator, you should try sitting in a room and talking to yourself. It is so difficult. We don't give the machinima people enough credit. It is not easy to sit in a room by yourself. Forget what happened here. Okay, I'm trying to think about the gameplay so I can try and think of something to talk about. But yeah, well, I'm about to like drop shot a shotgun guy. I thought it was a pretty cool move. Kill the pain pill dude, and see that I sprint over to this corner so he couldn't use shots. I thought that was a genius move after I did it. I was like, oh yeah, that was cool. And then more failed tubes. I never use the nude tube, so I really don't get kills with it. Like, I've had friends who like preach that Woman Army tubing is the greatest thing ever, and I pretty much refuse to play with them. And I don't even get it. There's no point in tubing because my gun can do better. The only thing tubes are good at is defending like objective points, and I kind of neglected C. And then here I don't even get a kill with this tube. I'm about to launch a tube. I don't even get a kill with it. Right here. I kill him with a car. I can't even get a kill with the tubes. I kill people with cars because I'm just that cool. And then that's RPG. excellent. Just love it. And yeah, well, this is just about over, thank God, because I'm losing it. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. Basically, I come up here, I get ripped off of another kill coming up. Right there. That should have been mine. Then I get killed by Martyrdom. Everyone's favorite. At least it's not back from COD 4 as a perk. Well, anyway, that's the gameplay. Hope you enjoyed. You know, take the thought, the little verse that I gave at the beginning, which, yeah. Alright, have a good one.